Hello Shep, I hope you're fantastic. In this stream, I want to share with you how to make your dreams come true. I do apologize because of yesterday. I have kind of, the day before yesterday, I had a call, and during the call I have made a strange move with my neck, and now I cannot move. That the head really hurts yesterday, so I couldn't make videos there because I do too much movement sometimes when I'm speaking too much. And today it's gone a little bit better, so yeah, today I'm doing kind of streams. And I do all apologize. My neighbor right now is pretty loud. So yeah, and by the way, I'm also doing currently my live stream on YouTube. You can watch there. Just go on pogodora, pogodora, and you can see the stream in 4K in a better sound quality. Without further ado, let's jump in. So the first thing that I want to do, I mean, you want to make your dreams come true, don't you? And the thing is, the only one who can make your dreams come true is yourself. Remember, the only one who can make your dreams come true is yourself. There's nobody else who is responsible for your dreams but you. Just make it really clear in you. This one thing. And to get it real, to get there, you need to do deep questions. You have to state deep questions to yourself and get the responses towards it. Because as you seek for the truth, you will understand your own self. The thing is, we have the most powerful computer in the world, which is our brain. However, nobody has given us the manual how to use it proper way. And the best way to use it properly is to ask yourself, because nobody can make something better for you than yourself. No blueprint in this world can be better than yourself, than your own intuition. Intuition is the best blueprint you can get. From no coach you can get a better blueprint, but just from your own intuition, if you are asking yourself questions. Of course, you can, in some questions you might ask are, for example, how can I become healthy and wealthy? I mean, everyone wants to become wealthy and healthy, and maybe all happy and wealthy, everyone wants. And yeah, you just ask yourself, how can I become wealthy and happy? Ask yourself, what is the number one thing that makes me happy? What's the number one thing what makes me wealthy? What will make me happy? What will make me wealthy? Ask yourself. And the first answer that you get in 5 seconds, that might be it. And then you can ask yourself, how can I make it? How can I make it happen? And then you get the next answer. In the first 5 seconds, you write it down. Then you ask yourself, how, or you can yourself, why is it so? And then you get the answers. And when you get like the same answer 10 times in a row, I mean, you get actually the time where we have our consciousness, subconsciousness, and when you got really drive through, and when your subconsciousness just break your consciousness, go into subconsciousness. In the subconscious, you can answer like 100 questions. And when you're in the subconscious state already, you have broken through the conscious state to the subconscious state, and now you can answer totally infinite amount of questions. And when you get the same answer like 10, 20 times in a row, that means it's your truth. Just pick it up, write it down, and you are good. And to every of those questions. Same goes for how can I have the right connection with the right people? Because guess what? It is not the money that makes us wealthy. It is the people, our connection, that makes us happy. If we know the right people, those people know exactly what we should do. Okay? For example, like today, I've seen a video on YouTube from the biggest YouTuber in Japan, Hikakin, and he was actually collabing with one of the biggest businessmen who has built Zozo Town. It's like a clothing company in Japan, and mostly based on internet shipping through internet. And this is just amazing. I mean, they both have applied for, you might know Dynamite from BTS, Dynamite, you know, right? And this song has actually has broken the records. In the first 24 hours, it got over a billion, over a million something views. And it was a new world record on YouTube to have in the first on views in the first 24 hours. And for it, because currently of COVID and so they've made like a campaign, people who will purchase their own clothing, which all of the BTS members, all of the seven, I believe seven BTS members has worn during the music video. The whole money will be gone to charity, and charity for the music industry, because currently many music artists cannot really they cannot supply themselves, because there are no concerts, there are no events, and also there are less TV shows and so on. I mean, it's really critical right now, especially for those people. And this is why they made a charity, and they have bought it like for $130,000, but they're put like together, like two of them has say, okay, we make half, and then we make like an exposition here in Japan, so people can watch, like people who are into BTS can watch the suits of the Dynamite, and it will be a great thing. And this is what I do, what I did, and it's amazing. And you see, it doesn't help that you have so much money, but he had like the connection, so he could actually even make the double amount of than his own net worth has to actually imply it into the auction for the charity, which is a really amazing thing. And this is what I have really learned today, like live. It's just really cool. So connection to in relationship to people is really important. Another thing is you need to build an absolute rapport. So ask yourself how I can build an absolute rapport to people. Of course, you can do it by mimicking people, by doing like the same thing like the others do. However, it is not just to mimicking others. This is just to understand people more on a deep level. Understand what really people want. Not wants, but what people need. Okay? Because guess what? Our needs are different from our wants. Sometimes people need something, but it's not really want something, but it's not really what they need. Okay? For example, someone says to me, "Hey, I need money." No, you don't need money. The only thing that you need is a system that shows you how you can generate money, so you don't have to ask myself for money anywhere, anytime in the future. We have not to show. We have not to sell the fish or give the fish for free. We have to give someone the road so someone can show them how to fish, and everyone will get the fish for free. Okay? This is how you should. This is what a need and a want is. Really important thing. And also remember that, and sometimes people will really be scared, or they will even be arguing with you, have an argument with you, saying like, "Hey, how dare you? I don't want this. I want this. How do you give me this?" But I don't understand. People on the surface will argue with you. However, when you go more depth, when you sleep one night about it and think about it more on a deep level, they will see that what you've given them is their needs. And this is because the wants is just short term. Needs are always long term. So you give something what they need, and they get better results in the long term. And this is, you can apply to friends, you can apply to your acquaintances, you can apply it to your clients, to your own prospects, and so on. Okay, you can do it. Another thing, you have to adapt the mindset that you cannot change the environment. You cannot change anyone. The only one who you can change is yourself. The only one who you can control is yourself. You cannot control the environment. You can just control yourself. And the way you control yourself will result how your environment around you control, because it is like a mirror, okay? Our environment mirrors our inner world. If your inner world is BS, then you have a BS environment, okay? So you have to adjust your inner world to get a better outer world. And sometimes you have to say bye-bye to some guys who are not bringing you forward, who are dragging you down, okay? This is also like a thing you should be prepared of. Now, and when it comes to financial challenges, some people say, I have a financial challenge, I'm so broke, I don't get money, I have so much debts, I am debts, someone has robbed me, and so forth. It is always the financial conflict starts here in your brain. When you don't have conflict with yourself, you never have a financial conflict. Okay? When you have a conflict here, you will have always financial conflict. Because the energy, which is money is energy, reflects your inner world. If your inner world, again, is BS, then you won't have any money. And even you have money, some won a lottery, something like that, if your inner world is BS, you will get broke and even more in debt than before. See all these people who are having these millions for the lottery and just end up being committing suicide and so forth. This is not because they they don't have money, because they get millions. Okay, this is because they don't know how to handle this money, because their own money mindset is not there. It's not on this level. So you have to train you up every single cent till you get the money mindset, till you go the steps up and you can get the millions with just a second of doing. I mean, just instantly. Now, and for those who are thinking like, hey man, you know, I'm in this bad environment, we have corona and so forth, and you know, you're talking about millions, but I don't deserve it. I mean, let me tell you something. We always undersell ourselves, even more than, I mean, we undersell us every single time. When you're working for someone, you undersell yourself. Simply because the most employees are paying you the third of what your worth is. Just 33% of what your real worth is. So you are underselling you every single time you go to a job. If you have a job, you're underselling you. Everyone is underselling them when in a job. Because simply, if an employee will pay you what you're really worth, the employee wouldn't have that money. The employer wouldn't have that money. Simply, he would get bankrupt if he would pay what you're really worth. So you are really underselling yourself every single time you are working for someone. Because working for someone, I don't want to see you don't have to work for someone. If you like to be it, it's up to you. However, there are just two types of people in this real world. People who are building their dreams and people who are building dreams for someone. And if you're working for someone, you're building dreams for someone. Simple as that. You can deny, you can complain, it's up to you. However, when you go really deep into the matter, you will see that it's just the truth. And if you say like, hey, I don't deserve it, well, this might be your mindset and it's up to you. But let me tell you that if you ask the life to pay you how you really worth, you will get it. The life will pay you the price that you're asking, no matter what. The life will pay you the price you are asking, no matter what. The thing is, we are not asking those prices. We're thinking, okay, how much worth? Well, maybe 2,000. Okay, cool, 2,000. Why don't you go for 1 million? Why don't you ask for 1 billion? You don't ask the life for 1 billion. Because because most people haven't learned to appreciate the 1,000s that you get. Once you have learned to appreciate every single cent of your salary, you don't live from debt to debt. This is where you start on generating your mindset and the money mindset that, hey, I can do more. That means I deserve more money. And when you have to say, I deserve more money, then you will get more money, no matter what. Okay? Awesome. Rishabha, I hope you have an awesome day. Comment, comments box, learn what's my fingerpicks up so far. Also, like it, subscribe, because I do these videos close to every single day. Subscribe, hit the notification bell because I'm doing these videos, and also share with your friends if you got some value from it and you think like, hey, my friend can benefit from it too. just share it, because it will also benefit for the friend too. Okay, awesome. Reshaper, I hope you know awesome. Then as always, do not lie to yourself. Super Chanel. See you tomorrow.